John Coleman, you're through to the third round of the FA Cup. I suppose that's the important thing. What did you make of another 1-0 victory?
It was a tough game, Barnet's game, and had big parts of the game, particularly in the first half. Made it difficult for us, used the strengths that they've got, and we knew about them before, and the planning for this game went back, to their replay with champs when we made the trip down there to have a look at them, and so we knew what we had to expect, and they delivered in that, and they made a couple of half chances and had the ball in our box a lot. Maybe could have done better with 1 or 2 of them, and we've hit the post early on, I know that, but we didn't really get going in the first half, and everything we'd warned them about what Barnet were capable of, we seemed to want to enhance it for them. We seemed to want to help them on the way. Second half, I must say for both teams, the weather was really difficult today with the wind. It's bad enough when it's either one way or the other, but it was one way for big part, and then it swirled just out the blue. So you didn't really know where the ball was going to travel to. And then, we had the win second half, and I think that helped us camp out a little bit more in their half than similar to what they did to us in the first half, to be fair. And then it was always going to be a scrappy game, scrappy goal that settled a scrappy game. And thankfully we were the one who got it.
They'd gone 6 hours without conceding a goal. Does that tell you just how difficult they are to make chances against and to break down, and I suppose what a feat it is to have won?
Yeah, they are a good side. But we should be better than them, we're 2 leagues above them, and we should be better than them. We should have more technical ability. We should have, stronger players than them. You wouldn't know there was 2 leagues between us today, and that's testament to how well they set up and how well they played. And they're a good side, and I'm sure they'll soon start climbing the table. What we have to do is, we've got to get through to this round. That was it was a big boost for us, getting the prize money, let alone the prospect of another tie. But when the onus is on you, because we're not very often we're not the underdogs. We're not the underdogs, should I say, and we're playing against underdogs. And then the pressure on you changes a little bit, and you expect it to win. You expect it to win in style, and that's not always the case. And that's why the FA Cup is fantastic. And we're used to being the other side of it, and it's going to be mad because probably 50% of the teams, League One teams who are in the draw for the FA Cup, will take what they get. They won't be like us, like kids waiting for Christmas, hoping that we can get a plum draw, because the likes of the Sunderlands and your Ipswiches and your Portsmouths, they've played Man United, they've played Liverpool on a regular basis. So the Sheffield Wednesdays, so they haven't got the thrill that we've got, and I hope we do get the thrill on Monday night.
To be in that draw, is it still special?
It always is special. And to be honest, I was thinking with 15 minutes to go, I'd take a 0-0 now and still be in the draw. At least you know what you get. So that's testament to how well Barnet came and set themselves up. And we've had plenty of tussles with Barnet in the past, and I'd like to see them get back into the Football League, and hopefully it won't be too long.
You've talked a lot recently about work rate and endeavour and those kind of basic things that you've re-implemented in recent weeks. A month ago, would you have lost today?
Possibly. We'd have found a way to concede a silly goal, that's for sure. And the thing was, the concentration levels in our defence are a lot better these days, and that's down to them applying themselves, and we've got to take credit for that. You need a little bit of luck, and today we got a little bit of luck with the goal, I think.
And you talked about the draw, the financial sort of benefit that can be, just the prize money alone. Does this change things? Can you now look at a slightly different plan going forward? Does it affect your January potentially, or do you have to wait and see what that draw brings on Monday? Well,
that win today alone should enable me to bring a strike in. And one thing you say about Andy is he's a realist. He knows what we need. He knows that we don't want to break our club, but we need to try and strengthen in certain areas. So he's good with that. and I think we will have the opportunity to bring another player in. But people don't realise how hard it is when you're on low gates. Our fans have been fantastic all season. You know, the lads and girls coming to Grimsby epitomise that, you know, and they've been brilliant with us, and it's good for them to get a bit of a cheer, but also for the fact that they know that the prize money will get invested into the team, which is good.